Alright, welcome back to another episode of Dominions 5. Wow, I just brain spaced for a minute there. Before we get started, first off, thank you so much to everyone who's already started watching my other Dominions 5 series. This is going up, well, this is being recorded while the second recording sessions videos are still coming online. Now, I know, before I get started, I want to say thank you so much to the people who do watch. I know 14 people might not seem like a lot, as at this point the first one has 14 views, but when you don't advertise much, like I don't have the extroversion or, marketing skills to do so. 14 views means a lot, so thank you to everyone who's watched so far. Also, aside from like games I've done some recording on when they released, like PAX Nova and my Serialim videos, these are really good numbers for me. So with that in mind, thank you very much. So this is a map I got off the Steam Workshop. It's called Middle Age Mortal Empires. You can get it off the Steam Workshop. It's on the front page right now. Searching that name will get it to you there anyway. And what's special about this map is it has locations for everyone based more or less on what they are or are not for the Middle Age specifically. So there's a lot of provinces because there's a lot of factions here. I might back up just to demonstrate how many there are. I'm playing as Shinuyama, as a raven-headed Jimbo, god of Shinuyama. And since Shinuyama is the not Japan, you'll notice I start on a bunch of islands that are vaguely reminiscent of Japan. The totally not Japan. Tianchi is somewhere over here. Part of the map's features, I probably should have clarified, does have fixed starting locations for each of the Middle Age factions. On the map page, there is a picture noting the links, like noting where everyone is. Agartha is over here somewhere. Tianchi is somewhere in here. And is Tirnanog, or Iru is what it is now, but Jotunheim is somewhere over here. Oceania's here. Things like that. And it has a spot for everyone. So right now I have everyone is in this game. If we look at statistics, pretenders of the world, that's all of them. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 30. So yeah, 35 factions. All 35 of them are here. I had to actually count that out because I never bothered before. I just grabbed a bunch at a time and went through. So yeah, like Relay is down here. I forget where Atlantis and Pelagia are, but they're here. I think Yiz was over by Tirnanog. There are a bunch of special warp situations going on. So like Tirnanog, all of these elf portals on the mainland, all three of these, lead to every single elf portal in here. So from any of these portals you can hop out, and from any of those portals you can hop in. Also, there are these, all of this down here is all cave provinces. So in addition to some overland caves, like for example these ones here that are just like gray, this is just a cave province up above ground. It doesn't connect anywhere or anything. But if you look at some of these, like here, this connects up to here. This, you see this deep, like one that's actually blacked out. These lead to the underground. These lead to these provinces. And so, as you can see, Shinuyama itself actually has one of these leading into this underground. So everything in this section, regardless of what else it is also a cave. And so with that in mind, I think, yeah, these white ones denote a link to the surface at those spots. Like this cave here is a great way to get on the mainland in 2 places. Likewise, this one appears to be the only way without underwater access to get to this island up here. Of course, you are going to need some way to cross rivers to really get into it. Alternatively, just wait for winter. Though, I don't have that option because I took Heat 3. Fortunately, I am Shinuyama. I have access to Akappas. Now, one other thing that I noticed, mostly because in order to prep for this, I did actually watch a Shinuyama tutorial. One of the mods I have is still, it's the same mod list as last time. So if I go ahead and save game and quit, because I don't want that to go anywhere. So yeah, we have this, the same for Dominions Enhanced, more gems that just makes more gems come from magic sites. Magic item mod, which makes existing items cheaper and adds some new ones. And then of course the mod that makes magic sites visible, which is very nice if you want a path and you don't have it. Where am I? Yeah, there I am. It only shows you the human players, not the rest of them. So yeah, there's 35 actual factions on here. All of them are set to easy, full disclosure. Again, I have 0 confidence in my actual ability to play this. And I have Raven-headed Jim here. He is a Tengu Kunshu, Tengu King who's going powerful enough. He can summon allies and has just a chance standing around of summoning Konoha Tengu. It's served by a Tengu Shugenja. So it looks like he has summon allies, some kind of unit. Doesn't say what he summons, and then other things just show up. Now, one of the things that Dominion Enhanced mod did is give these units. These are like the Ulm infantry, if you recall, that needed the Iron Angel. I say like that because they have bonuses. They have air shield, so they don't get hit by other range attacks, and they also have these true shot longbows, which are higher range, higher precision 30 longbows. Now, these also require something to be summoned in order to recruit, and they are very, very good. However, as a direct nod to this, you need to be at least Conjuration level 5 in order to cast Summon Ipondatara, which Ipondataras are forged spirits that forge protective spirits into the arms and armor they create, and a fortress inhabited by an Ipondatara can recruit the feared Onimask Bakemono. So some of the things to look at, yeah, as you'll notice, there's also a ton of summons, because part of what Dominion Enhanced does is give a lot of extra spells to just about every faction. One thing I have not checked and probably should have, yeah, no blood, which is good, because I figured they wouldn't, because Shinuyama does not naturally have blood. I think early age does, maybe late age does, but middle age does not have access to blood magic. So I didn't think there'd be any spells for it, but you never know with this. So yeah, that's going to be a nice unit that I'm going to want to get in large quantities later, as they are essentially archers that are immune to enemy archers that are insanely accurate. And will hit every time with piercing magic damage, basically. So I'm going to want a lot of them, but that's going to have to wait, primarily because I don't have Conjuration 5. And I'm not going to get Conjuration 5 anytime soon, because my only good researchers here take 4 recruitment points, so 2 turns. That's going to be a bit of a downer. For now, I'm just going to spam a bunch of these guys out because I can. And we'll, yeah, see, the problem with Bakemono shows is that, at the very least, the ones in furs are undisciplined, which is what you start with. So you can't give them orders. That said, okay, these are exactly the same to recruit, so I might just cut all of those out and then go with those for the rest, because I want units that aren't undisciplined. Same stats. The setup is the same as my sandbox game, so all income, supplies, resources, recruitment points is at 200%. Obviously, this doesn't affect commander points. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and send our scout down. I'm kind of torn on what to do here because I'm gonna go straight Conjuration 5, I think, and then I'm gonna worry about construction. I am gonna want evocation because Fire and Death has good stuff here. I'm gonna want alteration because alteration has a fair few buff spells, like Stone Skin, that sort of thing. As well as like protection, things like that. So I'm gonna want a lot of things, as well as a couple fancy spells, but I am gonna drop that. Now I'm not researching this turn because I want to see what the Summon Allies does, because I don't know. Again, I haven't actually played this faction much. I have just did a little bit of research on what unmodded this does. I don't think unmodded gets access to the Tengu Kunshu. So we're going to go ahead and hit next turn. The comms seem to be expanding already, but I don't trust my army like that. Not at all. Even though I do have it on, again, Independence Strength 3. Okay. And of course, with a map this size, loads seem to be taking quite some time. Yeah, which isn't really a surprise. Oh god. And a bunch of people declared that they have profits. And a worldwide event, the Veil of Infinite Horrors, right? Because technically, thanks to the mod, all of the Cynophalians, I have never encountered them before. That's new. So let's see what we're dealing with. 5 mainly commanders. Okay, I could take that province. Probably. I'm gonna get another one of these just in case. Feel free to take that as my vote of 0 confidence. Okay. And that's all she wrote there. I don't have enough to start the recruitment of another Bakemono sorcerer, which is a pity. Could grab Miss Assassin over there. I don't have any use for assassins just yet, but okay, so the Summon Allies gives me Tengu Warriors, which are nice. It's got samurai armor, so it has decent protection, not great. Stats aren't bad. They're not good, but they're not bad. It has this ranged lightning strike that does small area shock damage. Range 40. Still with 9 precision, it's not that accurate, but it's something. And then I guess the Dominion Summon is just these Konoha Tengu that are essentially the same thing without armor. Okay. So yeah, that's probably going to be this turn. I do want to summon more of those warriors because those are quite good. So, we'll go ahead and just try and take that place this turn. Move right along. Too early to really have to stop much. There are going to be quite a few battles every turn, because again, 35 factions are trying to do stuff. So it's gonna be a time, unfortunately. Let me know in the comments, by the way, if you want me to like pause the recording for the turn load, seeing as this may take a while. I'll try to do that. Of course, that means I can't do too many of these in a row, or I won't be able to listen to your advice. So maybe just do 3 episodes of this recording session and wait for input. Alright, now even more declarations of blah 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 to be known as the prophets. Bound flat glades. Yeah, we lost 1 Bakemono show. That's fine. Yeah, that was easy. Unexpected event in Shinuyama. Province income is down. That's unfortunate, but it's not breaking my heart none. We'll send our scout further out, I guess. Yeah, so he is summon. Okay, so sometimes his summon gives the samurai, sometimes they give regular. Oh, I forgot to set myself to offline. Apologize for that, people. Might be helpful if I don't point that out. Oh well. Well, since it's just whatever, go ahead and research for now, I guess. Because having a bunch of research will be helpful. Research is on very easy. I just like it that way because it lets you get to stuff quicker. Which admittedly is a double-edged sword, but... Alright, I forgot to do this. I forgot to actually, like, set this up. You guys, since you're undisciplined, you might as well just be as far forward as possible. And just stay behind the troops so you don't, you know, die. Alright, now. So yeah, that's all a bunch of stuff I was recruiting that apparently was just like, nah. So yeah, like if I was actually concerned about getting like good units, I'd either be going these Daibakemono, probably the longbows, because while their stats are slightly lower, they lose 1 strength and 1 defense skill, are the big ones, though they gain 1 precision. And I think they have a little bit less health. Yeah, 1 less health. And same proc, actually. So yeah, these guys are essentially frontliners. These guys are essentially those guys with a bow. With a long bow at that. With decent precision. So with Shinuyama, it's not crazy to go armies of just pure archers. Some exceptions. Again, we're going to want Kappas, though this game, the Dominion's Enhanced does nerf Kappas because as part of their lore, they have a bowl of water on their heads. If the water spills out, it loses its strength. So basically, because of this, the water is constantly evaporating on dry land, is how they did it. So basically, it has an extra 5 encumbrance on land to basically just make absolutely certain that it's going to get exhausted in land combat pretty quickly at that. Now, what are we up with here? So we could... Yeah, we could get into the water very easily as Shinuyama. We are getting our Dominion down there, which is good. We are training a good amount of troops here, so we will have a decent-sized army to expand with. And that'll do it for this turn. We'll just see how it goes. Quickness also results in aging twice as fast. That is good to know, actually. Not that it matters. Like, that's only relevant, which basically means that if something hits them with decay, the decay is going to move twice as fast, which is bad. Let's just say, and leave it at that. How is my... If I remember right, I don't have too much nature, which is a problem, because I'm going to want to find a way to get them up to nature 5. A lot of good stuff at nature 5. Which... I know I have at least nature 2, so I can get up to nature 3 pretty easily. Like that final question mark? Yeah, cripples died. Loose spell. Yeah, so there was troops, but we own it now. That one conjuration is done because, again, magic research is very easy. So having my god and him research was more than enough. So I think we are going to go ahead and go to construction 6 and then start evocation, I think. Ubas. They have a chance to be nature 2. If they're nature 2, I can get into that stuff, which is important. They're also not slow to recruit, so I can get 1 a turn. So yeah, like as you can see though, the Daibakumono are resource expensive for what I have. Unfortunately, but we'll just keep seeing how far I can go with you, honestly. Labyrinth of Skulls, Boiling Bog, Thunder Oak. Yeah, there's a lot of... because magic sites are on 75, which is the highest possible setting you can give them. Alright, I am going to grab... yeah. I just like keeping it even. I like doing hold and attack for those mostly just because if I have at least the numerical archer superiority, which, given that I have 40, I damn well ought to, because this Cynophalian warriors and hunters, whatever those are, we're going to go underground. The main reason being we need to secure an underground. Like, well, need is a strong word, because again, thanks to the Kappas, I have water expansion as an option. But it's not good. It's not a good option. Put it that way. But yeah, I have access to some nature thanks to the wolf oak, which is good because I need it. Again, as we noticed, a lot of my conjuration summons like Karasu Tengus are nature, Okami are nature, Bakineko, Tengu villages. A lot of nature in here, mostly because the Dominion's Advanced makes sure that it keeps a higher amount of spells between ages. So like what early age and late age, early age Yomi and late age Yomon, which are the before and afters of Shinuyama, what they get, Shinuyama tends to keep. So we are going to just keep that in mind. Yeah, and so since he's not a... okay, and that's natural goblin recruitment to go with my goblins, so that'll work out. But yeah, alright, we'll go ahead and end this turn again. Might experiment with it and just next session do one without, so we have a step-by-step comparison of waiting for this and not waiting for this. But we'll see how it goes. We will see. We are starting to expand a bit. Tianqi and Shinuyama are like the 2 eastern nations, so we actually have a fair bit of empty territory by us. Whereas things like Airmore, Sclera, Ulm, Marignan, they're all fairly close together, at least in terms of space, not necessarily in terms of province. Pelagia, Yiz, and Iru, which is the Tuatha, are basically right next to each other because story-wise, they're right next to each other. More prophets. The prophet of Blaha. Sand thought, yeah, one dude died. Okay, so the goblins failed because they lost too many soldiers and routed. Okay, and the realm of silence. We lost a lot of infantry to these warriors, which fair. Those are actually quite good units, despite being undisciplined. I have dark vision, which is nice. They are considered animals, which is a bit of a bummer. But they're pillagers, they're berserkers, and they have 2 attacks per turn in melee, which is nice. There's also the shaman they have, which astral death, nature, possibly more nature, earth, and air. Though they are inept researchers, which is a bit of a bummer. And the chieftains. Chieftains have short bows, which is nice, and the hunters also have short bows, so let's see how this went. I've never seen them before, so I'm kind of curious. So we've got the archers. Okay, there's the problem. Good to know. So because our short bows are too low ranged, having the infantry hold an attack basically forces them all to the side. Okay, and that's that. Oh, that's the shaman. Now, he started moving forward first before going berserk, but berserking ups attack strength, attack skill, strength, and protection, but it drops defense. And I think he takes, did it say he took extra, and you'll get increased fatigue each round. Okay. Never actually sat down. So yeah, those hunters are throwing javelins in. Looks like since the spears are length 4, they can do repel shenanigans, but it looks like they're content to just throw javelins, which is really where we're taking casualties, though in melee they do a lot of damage. Yeah, those just routed off the field, but yeah, they do large amounts of damage. Yep, and there go all. They routed, though I can't blame them because, you know, a lot of them died. So this was a bit of a nuts battle. I might have to go back to pick troops back up. Yeah, I do. Or not. Nope, we're good. Okay. So yeah, unfortunately that means I gotta move them further forward. I gotta put them like here, which lets me move them up to there. Unfortunately, that makes me move him up here, so he's not too far. We can definitely take this army because it's that. Okay, that's more of the same, except there's literally more of them as well. That's neat. Death, fire, and a chance to get that crap, but I'm going to want to incorporate these, and a lot of them, because that was nuts. Watching what they can do is just insane. They will be able to do things for me in very short order. Now, we do have more of our camp circle now. I guess pick up your bakemono. Nice thing about the undisciplined ones, at least, is you can get them outside of forts, just in any province that is a highland or what have you. So we can get a few of them pretty quickly, since I already have him in the works and a couple others behind him. Not that big a deal here. Okay, I'll go 2 of each on that. Although really I should just be focusing on bakemono shows and like spears and not even worrying about archers, since, well, that's what these guys can be. It's a very awkward defensive chaff situation, but it can work. So yeah, none of that is my domain, but all this water around me is, which is nice, I guess. But yeah, so far we're doing not terribly for expansion, like, is how I'd put it. But yeah, those jaguar tribes were repelled me. This army's not going to do much anymore, I don't think, unfortunately. Which is why I started recruiting a crap ton more of them up here to take care of that. But, you know, it's what it is. We will try again. Mostly because there's nowhere else that army even has a chance of going if it can't make it through that. Like, the Lion Tribe would be good, except nobody here has swimming. And since I took Heat 3, not Cold 3, that river's never going to freeze. So, that's kind of not an option. So, this looks like it's going to be a good place to stop. It is turn 5. I have 4 provinces, which isn't great, but given my start armies and the fact that I did not take an expander, I don't think that's too bad. Again, I'm not experienced enough to say for sure if what's good and what's not good here, but I'm walking away feeling pretty okay. Let's put it that way. So yeah, this has been turn 5, and I will see you guys next episode. Bye-bye.